Stop doing this if you actually want to scale your insurance agency. Many insurance agency owners don't even realize that they are doing this. But these bad habits can ultimately lead you to not scaling your business and putting you in survival mode. Hello, my name is Artez Wells, and welcome to Ensure Your Success YouTube channel, where we provide information to help insurance agency owners build and scale their business. So today I want to give you some tips that can help you scale your agency and also to help you break some of those bad habits that might be hindering you. As an insurance agency owner, often we wear many hats: sales, marketing, customer service, keeping the office clean, buying lunch for everyone. Just so many hats that we wear, but what we don't realize that by wearing all these hats, we are actually keeping our agency in survival mode because we don't have time to focus on the things that we need to in order to build and scale our agency, like putting systems in place, building people and processes. Scaling requires leadership and not control. If you don't start building systems, delegating tasks, and trusting your team, eventually you will burn out. I personally went through a period in my business where I was burnt out and I didn't even know it, which caused my business to move backwards and not forward. And the reason, I was wearing too many hats and not focusing on the things that I needed to focus on in order for my business to grow. I realized that I had to make a shift. The first thing that I did was I sat down and I wrote out the things that I needed to do in order to scale the business and the things I needed to spend 80% of my time on. The rest of those things I delegated, eliminated, or put on pause. I also sought out help from my mentors, attending conferences, watching YouTube videos like this, to study other successful agency owners to learn from them what they were spending 80% of their time on, and it was not doing a whole bunch of tasks. They spent their time on developing systems, building people, and developing processes. So today we're going to take a look at one of those concepts, and that's developing systems. As we move into 2026, one thing is clear: insurance agencies must embrace technology. But still in 2026, I see many insurance agency owners still slow to embrace technology. Those who embrace technology will outpace those who don't. Now, my advice to you is start out small. You don't have to go all out, but start out small and grow your way into technology, because it is a must needed tool if you want to scale your business. And one of those tools is a CRM. A CRM is just not a digital filing cabinet, but it is the foundation for your agency's growth. Now, you have many CRM systems out there. Some are more advanced than others. You have some that are already built out for you where you could just plug and play, and you have some where you have to build out from scratch. Now, since becoming an agency owner, it's 2 CRMs that I have actually used, and I'll recommend them to you. No, I don't get paid to give no recommendations for these CRMs, so use them at your own risk, but I'm just sharing with you my personal experience. The first CRM that I recommend to you, if you're one that's just getting into CRMs and you're looking for one that's kind of built out, it's not built out all the way, but they have excellent customer support to help you with that and excellent training videos, I would suggest Radius Bob. Radius Bob is a CRM that is built for insurance agencies. And for those of you that are building a team, I recommend their counterpart CRM, which is called Megaphone. I use both of these CRMs for about 7 years, and they actually worked really well for me. If I'm not mistaken, Each one of them come with a test trial so you could kind of play around with it. So if you're looking for a CRM, if you're new to using CRMs, Radius Vibe may be a good fit for you. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you want to build out your own CRM from scratch, then I do recommend GoHighLevel, which I'm currently doing right now. And you can find the link in the description of this video for more information on GoHighLevel. Now, I don't recommend GoHighLevel if you are a beginner, but if you are one that kind of want to customize, build out your CRM in the way that you want to build it out, then GoHighLevel may be the right choice for you. So what can a CRM actually do for your business to help you scale it? Well, a CRM can help you track your leads, your policies, and your client interaction. And some CRMs these days come with an AI component. In the event that one of your clients texts you and maybe you're away, the AI can conversate with your client through text or through email. Also, if a client calls, it can route your customer to the appropriate party. It can also automate your follow-ups and your renewals. Your CRM can send out text messages and emails to remind your customers about their policy renewing, their missed payments, or anything that you program it to do. Also, things like birthday texts, holiday emails, and newsletters. Some CRMs have built inside of them social media management systems. So what a social media management system allows you to do, it helps you to create content, also set a date and a time to post that content. So you could actually create all your content in a day or two and set it to post out on automation. That way you don't have to worry about every day waking up, deciding on what you're going to post on social media. It's all ready to go for the whole entire week, or you could create content for the whole entire month, and your social media content manager will send out that information, the dates and the time you selected to do so. Another thing a CRM could do is, especially if you have internal agents, it can help you monitor their performance. You can monitor things like their phone calls. Most CRMs have a system built inside it where they'll record your agent's phone call. So later on, you could go back and listen to those calls and use it for training purposes. It can also monitor how many leads that they are working that day, how many phone calls they made that day, and how many sales that they are making that day. A CRM is crucial. It can monitor the data that you need to help you scale your insurance agency. So stop using those sticky notes and those spreadsheets and migrate your book of business to a CRM. The next tip that I want to share with you is automate your busy work. Now, this is something that I got caught up with personally in my early years as an insurance agency owner. I was real busy, but I was busy doing a lot of busy work and not the work I needed to do to scale my agency. Time is your most valuable asset. So you need to automate or you need to delegate some of this busy work. You can automate things like appointment reminders. Now, this one was a big one for me. Through my CRM system, I could actually send out a text and email reminder to a potential client when we were scheduled for a meeting. Policy renewal notices. Instead of printing those out, putting them in an envelope and putting a stamp on it, through my CRM, I'm able to send out reminder text messages and emails, which allows me to reduce my costs and get the information to my client about their renewal quickly as possible, which helps me to serve and preserve my book of business. You could also send out things like onboarding emails to your clients and agents, which cuts down on making all those phone calls, where you could email out or you could text out the steps that your client and your agents need to take to get onboarded. This one right here has saved me a lot of time. And remember, time is your most valuable asset. So automate as much of your busy work as possible. So an action step that you could take today, find one manual task that you're going to do each and every day, and the rest, make sure that you automate it. Now, the third thing I want to share with you that's all over the news, all over social media, all over everywhere is using AI. AI will help you work smarter and not harder. AI is just not some tech company. In fact, AI is becoming an everyday way of life for many assurance agency owners. You could use AI to write better marketing materials and emails. In fact, I use AI to help me write this script for this YouTube video. It would take me hours to come up with a script for a video, but with the use of AI, I can actually come up with a script in seconds. Another way that you could use AI is to summarize your client's calls. AI will allow you to summarize your client's calls, not only to place those notes in your client's file for later use, you could also use those summarized calls as training for your agents. AI could also help predict which leads are likely to close. Now, you got to make sure that you have sufficient amount of data for AI to really give you a good output, which means that you're going to have to make plenty of calls. You're going to have to summarize those calls, and then you're going to have to feed that information to AI so it can predict which leads are best to work. The more data you give AI, the more accurate of information it will give you. The fourth tip, turn social media into a sales and a recruiting engine. Social media is no longer an option. It is the future to build and scale your agency when it comes down to marketing. Use platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, YouTube. You could use social media to educate your audience, highlight some of your success stories, recruit new team members through value-driven content. You don't need to go viral. You just need to be consistent and authentic. One of the things that I see many agency owners where they make a mistake when it comes down to social media, they never post anything about their business. So here's some advice. Find the platform that you are most active on and post at least 3 times a week. There are plenty of tools out there like Canva where you could design posts and post them. If you're afraid to do videos, post some pictures of you working, a nonverbal video. So once again, if you're kind of scared to do videos, trust me, I was in the beginning, start off small. Post pictures, post nonverbal videos, go in Canva and design. There's plenty of templates out there that you could download from Canva and post those. But by all means, post about your business. And tip number 5, build reputable systems before you scale. Don't scale first and build systems. It'll be a complete disaster. Throughout my experience, I have seen many agencies scale real quickly, but without systems in place, which in some cases led to that agency shutting down. So make sure that you put systems in place first before you get on your mission of scaling. If you're recruiting agents, make sure that you got an onboarding process for new agents when they come on board. You don't want to recruit new agents and then when they come on board, you have no type of system for them to plug into. Make sure that you have a weekly training system and check-in. For your staff, make sure that you got SOPs, standard operation procedures for quoting, enrolling, and customer service. This will prevent a lot of uncertainty and from you wearing all those hats. So an action step that you need to take each and every week, develop one process. And you can use AI to help you do this. So my final thoughts, scaling your agency in 2026 is less about doing more and more about doing things the right way. With the right mix of text, automation, and strategy, you can grow your agency without burning out. Start small, stay consistent, and focus on building a business that can run with or without you. If you found this information helpful, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and share with other agency owners, and leave a comment. Until next time, I see you on the next video.